These are the notes of the harmonic minor scale. So are these. And so are these. And that last riff I wrote for this video. Today I want to talk about the harmonic minor scale, but before we talk about that scale specifically, we need to have a look at minor scales in general. Unlike our major scale, which only comes in one form, we have multiple types of minor scale. We have a melodic minor scale, where the notes are different ascending and descending. We have a harmonic minor scale, where the notes are the same ascending and descending. And we also have a natural minor scale, which contains the same notes as the descending melodic minor scale. Let me unpack all that. First, let's build the major scale, and then we can see how all the various different minor scales differ from that. Here we have a D major scale and a D major key signature. And the key signature shows us that we have two sharps, an F sharp and a C sharp. So our notes in the D major scale are D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C sharp and D. And we're going to alter some of these notes for our different forms of D minor scales. Now something to note is that D major and D minor have different key signatures. But as I show you the various minor scales in comparison to the major scale, I will show them all without key signatures, just to make it easier to read and to see the differences. Now in this image, at the top, we have our D major scale, and you can see that we have an F sharp and a C sharp. Now to make our melodic minor ascending scale, we need to flatten the third note. Our F sharp has become an F natural. And we can see that in the image in the bottom half of the screen. Here's the D major. And here's the D melodic minor ascending. One thing that all the minor scales have in common is this flattened third note. It's really this flattened third note that changes our major scale to a minor scale. The difference between a major chord and a minor chord is always the flattened third. Now let's look at the melodic minor descending. Here, as well as the flattened third, which we have in our melodic minor ascending, we also have the flattened sixth and the flattened seventh degree of the scale. Our C sharp has become a C natural, and our B has become a B flat. And here's what it sounds like. So why all these multiple confusing scales when we're in a minor tonality? Well, there's a clue in some of the names here. The melodic minor scale. It's about melody. Melodies in a minor key tend to use the sharpened 6th and 7th degrees of the scale when they're ascending, when it's a melody going up, and the unsharpened notes when they're coming down, the unsharpened 6th and 7th when it's descending melody. Now let's look at the harmonic minor scale. And once again, the clue is in the name, the harmonic minor scale. This is about our chords, our harmony. See, when we build chords in a minor tonality, we tend to use chords that use the flattened 6th degree of the scale and the sharpened 7th degree of the scale. We wouldn't be able to have a perfect cadence without this. This is a flattened 6th degree and a sharpened 7th degree in comparison to our major scale. If I'm writing minor music with a minor key signature, which I usually will be, the 6th degree just remains unsharpened. Now everything I've said so far is a tendency. They're not set in stone rules. In music, we want to experiment. For example, the intro riff to this episode's song uses the harmonic minor scale to create a melody. Now what you may have already realised is that with these multiple scales that we have when we're in a minor tonality, we literally have more notes available to us. That's more options for melody and more options for harmony. Now one last thing to note here, folks, is that often a piece in a minor tonality will make use of all of these scales, of all of the components of these scales, just like my own song here does. So it's not right for us to say, this is a piece in D harmonic minor, or this is a piece in D melodic minor. It usually makes far more sense to say, this is a piece in D minor. Okay, let's listen to song 4 out of 100, and this song is called Mouth Breather. bars of memory I play every night. But as I play it back, I start to see there won't be nothing you meant something to me. Eyes count and count the earning thought. I'll try to justify the pain I caused. Eyes count and count the earning thought. I'll try to justify the pain I caused. Face collapsing in on itself, torn apart by surgeons again by you. But as I play it back, I start to see there won't be nothing you meant something to me. Eyes count and count the earning thought. I'll try to justify the pain I caused. Eyes count and count the earning thought. I'll try to justify the pain I caused. Well, there we have it. Song 4 out of 100 done, 96 to go. And what did I learn from this song? That I still have a hell of a lot of learning to do. Well, I think there's some good ideas here in this song. It feels a bit like a Frankenstein's monster, a Greek chimera of a song. It's like 3 different tunes all mashed together. We have that intro where we use the harmonic minor scale, and that's my favourite part of the song. But we only hear it for the intro for 8 bars, and then that material's never used again. Then we have the chorus, which just straight up feels like it's from a different song. And then we have the solo, which I was very happy with, but again, it feels like it's from a different piece of music. But we have to remember, this is only song 4, so I'm sure as we both go along in this process, keep writing more music, we'll get better at writing a single, cohesive song, one good piece of music. There was one thing though, when I was writing this song, I was reminded by something I heard years ago by Kelly Jones from this area of phonics. And he talked about how he used to nick songs off himself. He used to steal his own music. And I think I understand what he means by that now. Because maybe going forward in the future at song 10, 20, 40, maybe I'll be able to use this chorus. Maybe it'll fit better in another song. Or maybe we'll use that intro and it'll fit better in another song. We shall see. Hopefully so. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you got something out of it. If you did, please like and subscribe. And please join me in the next video and the next song.